Ever felt like you're the last slice of pizza at a party nobody wants? Yeah, loneliness can hit like that. But don't worry, you're not alone in feeling alone. And no, I'm not just saying that to make you feel better. Today, we're diving into the art of treating loneliness. Because let's face it, binge watching Netflix in your pajamas only works for so long. What is loneliness, anyway? First things first, loneliness isn't just about being physically alone. It's that weird feeling where you could be in a room full of people and still feel like you're on a deserted island. Think of it like this. You're at a concert, everyone's singing along, and you're just there, holding your glow stick, wondering if anyone would notice if you started doing the Macarena. Spoiler, they would, but that's not the point. The point is, loneliness is more about connection than company. Step 1. Acknowledge it. Yes, it's okay to feel this way. Here's the thing. Loneliness isn't a failure. It's not like you forgot to water your emotional plant, and now it's wilting. It's a signal, like your brain's way of saying, hey, we need some human interaction here. So, step 1, admit it. Say it out loud, I feel lonely. And no, your dog doesn't count as an audience for this one. Acknowledging it is like turning on the GPS when you're lost. It's the first step to finding your way back. Step 2, reach out. No, not like a zombie. Now, I know what you're thinking. But what if I reach out and people think I'm weird? Newsflash, everyone's a little weird. That's what makes us interesting. Start small. Text a friend you haven't talked to in a while. Say something like, hey, remember that time we tried to bake a cake and accidentally set off the smoke alarm? Good times. Boom. Connection initiated. And if they don't reply, well, at least you tried. Move on to the next person. It's like swiping right, but for friendship. Step 3. Do stuff. Yes, even if it's awkward. Here's a secret. Loneliness hates it when you're busy. So, go out and do things. Join a club, take a class, or just go to a coffee shop and pretend to be a writer. Bonus points if you actually write something. The goal isn't to become the life of the party. It's to remind yourself that the world is full of possibilities. And who knows, you might meet someone who also thinks pineapple belongs on pizza. Instant connection. Step 4. Be your own best friend. No, really. Sometimes the best way to fight loneliness is to become your own favorite person. Treat yourself like you'd treat a friend. If your friend was feeling down, you wouldn't say, suck it up, buttercup. You'd say, hey, let's go get ice cream and watch bad reality TV. So, do that for yourself. Take yourself on a date. Buy yourself flowers. And if anyone judges you, just say, I'm in a committed relationship with myself. Thank you very much. Step 5. Embrace the silence without panicking. Here's the twist. Sometimes loneliness isn't the enemy. It's just your brain's way of saying, hey, let's slow down and figure out what really matters. So, instead of running from it, try sitting with it. Meditate, journal, or just stare at the ceiling and contemplate the meaning of life. Spoiler, it's probably 42. You might discover that being alone isn't so bad, it's just quiet. And quiet can be pretty amazing once you get used to it. Step 6. Help others, because kindness is contagious. Here's a pro tip. One of the best ways to feel less lonely is to help someone else feel less lonely. Volunteer, help a neighbor, or just smile at a stranger. No, not in a creepy way. When you focus on others, you stop overthinking your own situation. Plus, kindness has a funny way of coming back to you. It's like throwing a boomerang of good vibes. Eventually, it'll come back and hit you in the face, in a good way. Step 7. Remember, it's temporary. Like bad haircuts, finally remind yourself that loneliness isn't forever. It's a season, like winter, or that time everyone was obsessed with fidget spinners. It will pass, and when it does, you'll come out stronger, wiser, and maybe with a few new friends, or at least a good story to tell. Closing thought. So, the next time loneliness knocks on your door, don't hide under the covers. Answer it. Offer it a cup of tea, and then show it the door, because you've got this. And if all else fails, there's always the option of adopting those 17 cats. Just saying. Thanks for watching. Now, go out there and connect, or don't. Either way, you're doing just fine.